amazing viewers, good day to you all. Welcome to my channel. Is it safe for me to say that the Nigerian military is giving up on the fight on insurgency? Is it right for me with a report, from the Chief of Defense Staff? Is it right to conclude that the whole fight against insurgency is not something they can handle on their own? And if that's true, if my conclusion is correct, then it's a shame. It's a shame, because just the same yesterday here, before the Chief of this Defense Staff told Nigerians to get ready to go and learn mortal combat, Tinubu boasted that the Nigerian military can fight any battle at all. How you put that in again? What was the headline I saw? That they can fight any war at all. They are well prepared to fight. So how come the Chief of Defense Staff is telling us to go and learn mortal combat? And not just telling us to go and learn mortal combat, also telling us to be grateful. To be grateful that insecurity has gotten better. First and foremost, if we have to show gratitude for security, then we are finished as a nation. Because this is clearly what these people are supposed to do. Protect lives and property of the people. So if it has gotten to the point where we should be showing gratitude to the government that security has gotten better, problem there. Even though in quotes, that statement by the Chief of Defense Staff that there's no place with there's no country with 100% peace. True, no country with 100% peace. There he's correct. But then to tell us that we should be grateful, insecurity in Nigeria has gotten security in Nigeria has gotten better. Please, that's a complete false statement. It has not gotten any better. There is no place on planet in the whole state of Nigeria here that you don't even get to hear one or two stories about security issues. Go to Kwara State. What's happening there? There is a community that is almost empty because of the activities of the herdsmen. And someone is telling us that we should show gratitude that security challenges, they've been able to handle it to a reasonable extent. Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me? This thing, I've never... We sure do have leaders that keep disappointing us on a daily. And I won't be surprised to keep seeing more of these individuals. I'm going to be reading part of what has been reported, because as usual, they always have a way to gaslight Nigerians. But before I get to do that, let me first of all show us this video, because I see we have become so jobless, the young folks, to the point that they are dragging Peter Obi and Obi's son and Sheyi Tinubu, who is better, who is not better, who is gay, who do women, who don't do women, and all that. Look, I love the fact that for the first time I'm hearing Peter Obi's son break silence on this. And this whole thing started yesterday simply because the young man posted a photo, and then tongue started wagging. Peter Obi's son is this, Peter Obi's son is that, the father cannot be the president, and all that. I beg. The boy decided to raise a voice. Speak up for the very first time.
Dear my fellow Nigerians, I have refrained from engaging with vitriol, scorn and suspicion directed at me online because I was not raised to trade in lies or to indulge in false narratives. I did not do so as a child, and I will not begin now as a grown man. Because of my father's involvement in Nigerian politics, there has been a persistent curiosity and, at times, a malicious obsession with me. Why? I do not know. I have no social media presence and no interest in maintaining one, so I rarely correct these falsehoods. But perhaps it is time I address them. I understand that gossip follows those connected to public life, but let me remind you, my father is the one in politics, not me. To assume that my life or choices are somehow political statements is a flawed and childish calculation. It reveals more about the pettiness of those spreading such narratives than it does about me or my father. This pattern has become all too familiar. Individuals opposed to my father seize ordinary photos of me, images that are neither hidden nor secret, and repackage them with false stories. These are not revelations, they are not exposés, they are simply misrepresentations. fiction spun from pictures. I have seen this happen to others, but experiencing it myself repeatedly is deeply unsettling. Still, I want it to be known clearly, what is being circulated is gossip. I'm an actor and a writer by profession. Many are surprised, given the businessman, entrepreneur, and economist my father is. I'm sure he imagined I might follow that path. Yet, though my career is far from what he envisioned, he fully supports me. Unlike many children of Nigerian politicians, I have never relied on nepotism. I was raised to know that my father's wealth is not mine and that I must build my own life. My chosen path is in theatre and filmmaking, so far from the world he inhabits. An industry that embraces diversity of class, race, sexuality, and identity. I portray characters vastly different from myself. Yet some online use these roles against me and my father, presenting fiction as fact. I trust any rational person can see how absurd this is. More importantly, Nigeria has far greater issues than idle speculation about what Peter Obi's son is doing. Our nation still struggles with insecurity, a weakened economy, crumbling infrastructure, failing healthcare, and politicians who steal from the people they swore to serve. And yet, for some, the priority is to spread gossip about who Peter Obi's son appears with in a photo. This is a distraction from the real crisis that matters to all Nigerians. The truth is simple. Peter Obi's son appears in photos with his friends and his work colleagues, nothing more. If people wish to invent otherwise, I hope they sleep soundly, knowing they are spreading lies. Nor I or my father are perfect men, and as a father and son we have our differences, but I can attest to his integrity and his relentless desire to lead Nigeria out of its current hardships. In our home as a child, the lesson was always clear. Face your work, do it honestly, and contribute to the good of others. That is what I will continue to do. So to those who attempt to distract us with lies, I beg you, stop pulling attention away from Nigeria's urgent problems. My father has my vote, not because he is my father, but because he is the right man for the job. If others wish to go low, invent scandals, or attack me to wound him, they are free to do so. But we will go high, and we will continue to focus on the future of Nigeria. With love, Oseloka Obi.
I'm happy that this young man addressed this issue, and I won't be surprised if this is the last time he's going to talk about it. And seriously, I really felt good because I didn't know that, Mr. Peter Obi has got a son who is so, intellectually sound. And I say kudos to him, like seriously, kudos to him. So, I saw this audio, recording, and I just concluded that some of us young folks, we really, really need to get a job. We do need to get a job. There is no manner of comparison that I've not seen on social media space after the picture of this young man went viral, and then they started running with the narrative, the APC camp, that Peter Obi's son is gay, therefore the father cannot be the father cannot be the president, which one of the tweets is what I'm showing you. How can the a man whose son is gay become a president? Now just imagine, now this is just several of the tweets I've seen. Imagine the son accompanying the father, the son who is a gay accompanying the father, if he becomes the president. And I said a lot of us really, really need to have some serious grow up to do. First and foremost, Sheyi Tinubu and Oseloka, that's his name, Obi, these are two different individuals. I'm going to tell you why people are busy dragging Sheyi Tinubu, and that's the only reason why the APC, they are busy, alongside the fact that they are trying to make sure that they push a lot of Nigerians against Peter Obi. Why they are doing it is simply because the obedience camp always drag Sheyi Tinubu where need be. But they seem to forget that these are two different scenarios. First and foremost, Sheyi Tinubu is involved in politics. Even though At some other time, when these people want to try and create a narrative that suits them, they tell you that Sheyi Tinubu is not in politics. He's not a politician. He's not active in politics. I'm going to give you an example. When Idris Abdulkarim's song, Tell Your Papa, was banned, part of what the NBC told Nigerians is that Sheyi Tinubu no dey active in politics. He no dey involved, he no dey for Tinubu cabinet. But you and I know that Sheyi Tinubu is involved in this Tinubu administration, even though he doesn't have any political appointment. Just inside last month here, tongues were wagging on social media space because of Sheyi Tinubu. Tinubu was not around for the fake meeting. Sheyi Tinubu was the one that they said allegedly oversaw the meeting. Sheyi Tinubu headed the meeting. Allegedly. The father was not around. He represented the father. Sheyi Tinubu, we don't see him sometime back. Tongues also wagged about using Nigeria's private jets. Not being private, not being father property, now the nation property. In what capacity is he using it? He be president? No. Then vote for him? No. He there for the cabinet? No. Sheyi Tinubu is not in Tinubu's administration. But Sheyi Tinubu, what is he doing? Sheyi Tinubu, they accompany Tinubu everywhere. So, why won't Nigerians complain? Sheyi Tinubu is involved in NAS activity. See what they dragged him for. So, isn't Nigeria supposed to complain? Is it wrong for Nigerians to complain about that activity of Sheyi Tinubu? In the case of the son of Peter Obi, we have never seen him anywhere. Even the last campaign that the father did, the 2023 presidential election, did we see the boy around? We did not see him. He is not a politician. So what is our problem in this country? What's our problem? You see this narrative that the APC is pushing so that people will not vote for Peter Obi. It will not work, oh. It will not work. Peter Obi Pikin, no dey for politics. He know they campaign. Can't tell anybody, even for social media, he never said, oh, you have to vote for my father. No. Unlike Sheyi Tinubu, that even when 2027 never reach, he don't the campaign. So, tell me, is there no difference in these two? Are we not raving mad as young folks in this country, many of us? When our mumu go do? The guy in question is busy, working for his money. You heard him say it right. His father's money is not his money. They were raised to understand that my father's property is not my property. I have to work for my own. So what is our problem? Is he showing off? Even if he can afford to show off for his father's money, we don't see him they show off anywhere. And the APC that is talking about the son of this one cannot be, the father of a gay cannot be this one. Who told them he's a gay? What is our business with the boy's sexuality? Even the Tinubu, whose daughter's picture has gone viral, that she's a gay activist and also a gay as alleged. Waiting concern us. If Tinubu were to be a good leader, do you think anybody will, what concerns anybody? Is the girl involved in politics? Has she come out to tell anybody campaign for my father? The answer is no. Why it be say some of us young folks no just get sense? That little 20,000, 30,000, 50,000. According to how well you can tarnish the image of Peter Obi, they switch some of these individuals that they have lost all sense of reasoning, selling the future of their children away. I love the fact that this young man addressed this issue. I could talk about this from now till tomorrow. The difference between this young man and Sheyi Tinubu. For goodness sakes, this propaganda will not work. It will not work. I don't care about the boy's sexuality. Thank God he has addressed the matter. I no care. Thank God he has talked about it. I don't even care. What I care about is the father. Is the boy involved in politics? No. He has his life to live. The father has got the life to live. If the boy they involved in politics, that is where I will not start talking. Especially if he involved in all this flamboyant lifestyle and what the kind of character of Sheyi Tinubu, maybe that's where I will talk. Some of us really need to wake up from this our mumu. We really have to stand up. Enough is enough. Thank you so much. Please do leave your opinion in the comment section. Now, let me quickly read out what the Chief of Defense Staff has come out to tell Nigerians.
General Christopher Musa, Chief of Defense Staff, has encouraged Nigerians to acquire basic combat training as a means of self-defense when confronted with threats or danger. Speaking during an appearance on Politics Today, a program aired by Channels Television on Thursday, the defense chief emphasized the importance of such skills in uncertain times. He compared combat training to essential life skills like driving and swimming, noting that these abilities serve as tools for survival regardless of the presence of conflicts. In Europe, swimming is compulsory. Learning and teaching about security is compulsory because you have to learn what security is. General Musa emphasized that the National Youth Service Corps should equip Nigerian graduates with unarmed combat training to help them navigate daily threats posed by malicious individuals. He said that's what the NYC is supposed to do, but the NYC has been watered down to 3 weeks. I think it is important that we are able to give every Nigerian security awareness at whatever level. Self-defense is very important. Unarmed combat, swimming, driving, these are critical aspects for human endeavors. These are things we should never take for granted because they prepare you for the future. The world we are in now is dangerous. We have individuals who don't mean people well. They kill for whatever reason. General Musa emphasized that safeguarding the nation is a shared responsibility among Nigerians. He called on citizens to remain vigilant and alert to their environment, encouraging them to identify and report unfamiliar or suspicious individuals. The second headline says the Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, has urged Nigerians to be grateful for the fact that the security situations in the country is improving, stressing that no country has 100% security. General Musa made the remarks on Thursday while responding to questions in an interview on Politics Today, a program on Channels Television. He noted that the Nigerian Armed Forces have made significant strides, citing the arrest of the son of the Boko Haram founder as well as Ansaru commanders. According to him, insecurity cannot be eradicated overnight, emphasizing that no country in the world is entirely free from security challenges. I think we should be very grateful that things are really picking up. I don't think there is any country that has 100% peace. 16 years we've been like this. It's not something within 2 years that we will be able to stop, but I can tell you we have made giant strides. We just mentioned the Ansaru commanders that were arrested. This is one of the most significant arrests that have been made. Getting the two of them show how detailed the planning was, he said. Now, I am not, completely disregarding the whole thing of learning mortar combat and the rest, but I do need these people to understand that is not going to be helpful when you are being, when the headsmen pick you up, or you have 3-4 kidnappers pick you up. I mean, these are skills that you can use when you have maybe pickpocket person come for you and all that, one person trying to attack you. These are the skills that you can use, not when you have a gun being pointed at you. So please, they also need to do better. Now, let me quickly take some few social media reactions. Desmond saying Nigerians shouldn't be forced to be grateful for insecurity when killings, kidnappings, and terror are still rampant. We deserve real peace. And I have sweet child saying, where are your children? Are they here learning karate? And then we have Chid Ngoka saying your inability to provide security is a major reason for the current economic downturn. And then we have Honorable Abdul saying, correct, but our security is getting worse, not better. Coffee saying, stop deceiving Nigerians. There are countries in Europe that have 0% crime rate. Even in Africa, there are so many peaceful countries. Insecurity in Nigeria is political. Insecurity in Nigeria is political. Insecurity in Nigeria is political. And I tell you, I believe Coffee 100%. That's the reason why in 2 years they are still fighting this whole thing. Shebi Abacha said it. If insurgency exceeds 24 hours, the hand of the government is inside.
Serious note, this kind of statement from the chief of defense staff sounds like, oh, we are tired though, we can't fight this thing though. We are just tired. These people, they are bigger than us. These people, they are clearly not bigger than the military to handle. It's just because there is high level of corruption going there within the military as alleged, and within the government as alleged. This group of persons who are busy, sponsoring terrorism and the rest, they are the sole reason why this whole insurgency thing will not end. Anyway, it is good though. On one hand, it's good that they're actually coming to tell Nigerians, oh, prepare prepare and be ready to defend yourself. It is good they are saying so. But the one of we should be grateful that security has gotten better. How has it gotten any better? Because there's hardly any day you don't hear that, oh, the faction of the Boko Haram launch attack in this community, in this other community, another group of people launch attack, in the other community, another group of people launch attack, in this area there is kidnap, in the other is there any day we don't even get to see or read something about it? There is no day. So how has it in any way gotten any better? You see, these are the issues. Failure to acknowledge that you have done woefully, you have performed woefully, is the biggest problem. So how has it gotten any better? Look, at this point that they have said, okay, go and learn Mortal Kombat and the rest, is it no better that they also find a way to say, okay, this is how it's going to be. This is how it's going to be. People should be able to find weapon or move around with dagger to be able to defend themselves. Because what in God's name is all this kind of statement we are hearing? There is no nation with 100% peace. Yes, there is no nation with 100% peace. But they have been able to curb their, insecurity, reduce it to the barest minimum. In these countries we are talking about, they don't have this high rate of kidnap going on daily basis. They don't. They don't have this whole thing of, Boko Haram killing people here and there on daily basis. They don't have it. One thing they make sure they fight to a standstill is terrorism. But here in Nigeria, we still have it existing. What has been done to stop it? In those other countries, are they still battling terrorism to this point? As much as we know there is no country with 100% peace, are they still battling terrorism to this point? They make sure they end it. In less than 24 hours, they hear of all these things. So what's all this? Kai, this kind of statement, But all the same, it's good they are saying it. Make all of us go learn the Mortal Kombat and find a way to defend ourselves. The ones that if we can learn Taekwondo and Joe, we'll go and learn everything. Everything at all to help defend ourselves. Since our security officials, they have acknowledged that they are failures. What a shame. Thank you so much for watching. Please do leave your opinion in the comment section. Kindly subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Click on the bell icon. The moment you subscribe, that way you get to know as soon as I publish video. Thank you guys for all the love. Thank you for the immense support. God bless you richly for the show of love and support. I am super grateful. Do enjoy your Friday and see you guys in my other videos.